We have people stationed all over this course to provide you extensive coverage today. One of them is Channel 13's Renee Hambley. She is at the halfway point of this race. Let's see, 26 miles. Yeah, she's at the 13-mile mark. Renee, what's going on there?
Thank you, Tony. Good morning, and good morning to everyone. We're at Mann's Chinese Theater, one of the most beautiful buildings in downtown Los Angeles. This is the halfway point, mile 13. Behind me, they're setting up the stage right now. A little later, Fabian's going to be here. The coasters are going to sing. But as Tony mentioned, weather is going to be a major factor. Now, we went out and spent $6.49 for this thermometer, and already it's very accurate. It's almost 80 degrees out. Actually, the Weather Service says at the Civic Center it's 65, 67 degrees right now. By the time the race starts, it ought to be about 70 degrees. And by noon, when most of the runners will be finished, but the rest of the runners will be coming through, it's going to be in the mid-70s. It's going to be very hot. Now let's go on to Barrie, I believe we're going to.
For now, let's go to Renee Hambley at mile 13.
Thank you very much, Artie. Beautiful pictures from Little Tokyo to the heart of Hollywood. Hollywood Boulevard, at the corner of Hollywood Boulevard and Orange. This is mile 13, the halfway point in the race, and everyone's talking about the weather. Actually, Tony maybe paid a little bit more for his thermometer than I did. I paid $6. Right now, we've got 78 degrees here in Hollywood, but the National Weather Service tells us at the Civic Center at 65 degrees. We have humidity of 38% and winds are out of the east at 7 miles an hour. They project at 9 o'clock for the temperature to be 69 degrees for the beginning of the race, and at noon for the finish, for the elite runners at least, about 75 degrees. Now, one of the fabulous parts about doing mile 13 is, of course, the celebrities. Mr. Subway, ladies and gentlemen, the man, the king of cold cuts, Mr. Subway. Hello there.
Hello, how are you today?
Well, very good. Did you bring your cold cuts?
Yes, we did. We're feeding the 1,500 volunteers that are working out here at the marathon today.
And you're also helping with the water, which is going to be very important to these runners.
Yes, it is. With the hot weather, they're going to be dehydrated. They're going to need all the water they can get at each stop.
All right. Well, thank you very much. You and I will be giving out water and helping the runners around, and maybe later we can go out for a pizza.
You bet.
I love this man. All right, let's go back to Tony Hernandez at the start-finish line.
All right, let's get out to the halfway mark now, and this really is one of the centers of activity, and there for us is Renee Hambley. Renee.
Thank you very much. Welcome back to mile 13. You're looking at the American Airlines balloon. We finally got that up. That was quite a labor of love. We also have a great band. We have some steel drums. We've got some singing. It's really a more encouragement for the runners and the wheelchair racers and the walkers. And speaking of all that, you know, earlier Tim McClune mentioned that there are 80 priests and nuns racing. There's also a lot of people that are from organized charities that are running, and also a very interesting group from an organization called the Achilles Track Club.
The Achilles Track Club was started over 10 years ago in New York City as a way to get people with disabilities into the New York Marathon. Before that, they weren't allowed in. Here in LA, I started the chapter about 4 years ago, and it was just me and another runner at first, and now we have over 100 members. In the upcoming LA Marathon, we'll have about 40 people in the foot race, and about 20 other members will be participating in the wheelchair division. It's not about your disability, it's about your ability. We don't consider ourselves disabled in any sense. We just want to be considered athletes, because that's what everyone on the team is, an athlete.
And Jim McLaren, he wants to do this race in 3 hours and 15 minutes. That is an incredible time. And we've got more racers coming our way, wheelchair races. And now we're going to go back to Barrie Tompkins. Hi, Barrie.
Hi, Renee.
Hi.
Excellent job out there at the half-mile point.
Mile 13 of today's race is known by many as the land where dreams are made. Hollywood has been called many things, but to most people it still represents the glitter and glamour of Hollywood's golden era.
For me, Hollywood represents a sort of land of imagination, you know, sort of playground.
It's a lot of atmosphere.
Every year, hundreds of thousands of people stroll along this walk of fame, hoping to catch a glimpse of the stars, or maybe, just maybe, become one.
I'm an actor, but what I really want to do is direct.
I want to work in production. I want to make movies. I want to be where it is.
Whether you're seeking fame, fortune, or fun, Hollywood has it all. Very loud Hollywood Boulevard right now. You know, some of the elite runners, they're passing by, the wheelchairs are going by. It is very exciting here at mile 13 on Hollywood Boulevard, but it was about a year at this time that we were making preparations for something even bigger than the marathon. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we had the wedding here at mile 13, and we have the bride. 1 year. Happy anniversary.
Thank you very much.
She and her husband, Peter, met at the marathon, what, 2 years ago? And then you married last year at the marathon. How are you going to top this?
Well, it's pretty hard to top it, but we are going to. I think we're going to.
It was a beautiful wedding. I appreciated being the maid of honor, of course. And we've got a big surprise for not only you and not only our audience. We're going to do that a little bit later, because down this street right here is your husband, Peter. He's running in this year's marathon. He's going to meet up here, and we'll do that a little later on. But right now, should we do it? Well, let's go to Catherine Switzer, please.
Here we go. That's funny.
Oh, today that something even bigger than the marathon happened. Yes, a wedding, and I was the maid of honor. Watch this. You're gonna love it. They met at the 1990 Los Angeles Marathon, fell in love, and last year they exchanged vows right here at mile 13.
I happily and proudly pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Be filled with love and laughter, and sometime soon the sound of future runners as special as you two.
And your children will all have muscular thighs. During their first year of marriage, a lot has happened to Peter and Lauren leading up to today, their first anniversary.
Since we got married at the LA Marathon last year, we went back in April and ran the Boston Marathon. And after that, I think we took a belated honeymoon. We had another marathon, a marathon of labor, and we had a nice little baby girl, baby Aislinn, and that means dream.
Peter ran the race this morning. He's joining us now at mile 13. Congratulations, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Thank you. Go ahead, toast your lovely bride. I believe you have something.
Best wife in the world. Thank you.
This is wonderful. Now go ahead.
Well, I carried these for 13, one for you, and I want to wish you a happy anniversary.
Look, Lauren! Ah! Diamonds.
Oh my God.
Put it on. Oh, is it this way?
What hand?
Yeah, we should also mention, some people would call me a psychic because I'm kind of prophetic. In that piece, I said, you're going to have a child with muscular thighs. I said, how are you going to outdo yourselves this year? And ladies and gentlemen, look what they had. This is Aislinn. Look at her little muscular thighs. She is a beautiful child. Yeah. And I have a present for her. Would you hold this microphone? I have a present for her.
Aww.
Her first pair of
Wonderful.
Aladdin's lamp running shoes.
Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. Happy anniversary.
Thank
the
you.
child has slept through everything. I think I want one of these. We'll have to talk to my husband later. Happy anniversary. 1 month old. From mile 13, that's it for us. We'll be back later.
The electric car, the car of the future. And now to an electric personality, Renee Hambley.
Thank you very much, Tony. This is the man, the runner that I've been waiting for, Peter Bunassar from Cure 2000. Your leukemia has been in remission for 5 years.
That's right.
You're raising money during this marathon. How much?
About $4,000.
That's great.
And
You
one
did-
person can't make a difference.
You're absolutely
And some
right.
friends.
Mazel
Thanks,
tov.
Renee.
Congratulations, Peter. Go ahead.
Come on.
Thanks
Dad,
to
come on.
everybody watching the marathon. Thanks to my crew. Now let's go back to you.
Hey, thank you.
Whoever you may be.